What's up, Sword? Welcome back to the channel. So today, let's talk a little bit about Star Wars and this crazy timeline that Disney keeps changing. So after all of my research, I believe this is the correct timeline. I do have one question in here, so you will see that because I know they've talked about it, but we haven't really heard anything at all. Now, this doesn't go all the way through 2027, but at the beginning half of 2027, we really don't know anything unless there's going to be Acolyte season 2, some type of new show, something else with Skeleton Crew. So let me go ahead and pull this up and we'll kind of go through each section of this timeline. So this is Star Wars from 2024 and on. All right, so we're going to back this up and we're going to break this thing down. All right, so if we start here, we have the summer of 2024, which is only a couple months away. We have the Acolyte. Now, this could drop anywhere from, May to July, which is why I have it listed as summer. Again, we haven't really technically seen a trailer for this one yet. I have to assume it's coming soon because if this thing is dropping here in 2 to 3 months, there's usually a couple months there from the run promos, although Disney is not the best at running promos. So if you don't know about the Acolyte, basically it's going to be about a dark side user and her twin. I believe it's going to be twins. One is going to go to the light, one's going to go to the dark. Again, without giving away too many spoilers, that's basically what it's going to be about. So this will be the first time we actually get a Star Wars show or movie from the point of view of the dark side. All right, in fall of 2024. As of right now, I believe this is supposed to be dropped in November. And we have the Skeleton Crew. This is the one with Jude Law. Now, we don't know exactly what his role is. We don't know if he's a Jedi. We don't know if he's just part of this crew. Not much is known. I believe it's going to be a Goonies type style in space where you're going to have some kids and the Skeleton Crew is made up of just basically a bunch of young people. And so think of almost like Rebels, but in live action. Something similar to that is what I'm expecting. So we'll see. Winter 2024. So we have been hearing about Tales of the Jedi season 2 for a while now. I was under the assumption that it was supposed to come out around September of this year. It doesn't seem like that. And it may not even drop in 2024, to be honest with you. This may be 2025. And you'll see that in 2025, there's definitely a need for another show. I know also after the Bad Batch, they're talking about creating a new animated series. So that is also a possibility for 2025. But as of right now, I have this marked down at 2024 because, I think the first season was like about 8 episodes. So it's nothing crazy, but I really enjoyed season 1. So I'll be curious to see if season 2 does end up dropping this year or if they push it to 2025. All right, so for 2025, we have in spring, this is March, April. This is when Andor season 2 is supposed to drop. And then throughout the summer, there really is nothing mentioned. Now, it could be Ahsoka. Now, if you look further down the line, I do have Ahsoka in 2026. Ahsoka could definitely be moved in right in here in the summertime of 2025. I'm not exactly sure. We hear that filming is going to start toward the end of the summer. I just don't think they can get it out in less than a year. So that's why I pushed Ahsoka down to 2026. Winter of 2025. So they apparently still have the date of December 19th. And we have not get any kind of notification of any kind of a movie. This was originally supposed to be the Rey film. And, since then we've gotten the announcement of the Mando and Grogu movie. I highly doubt that they're going to make that timeline with that movie. And there's nothing else really being filmed right now. I feel like this probably will be nothing. but I wanted to throw it in there just to let you guys know. All right, so going back to spring 2026, this is when I actually have Ahsoka dropping again. When I say spring, it could be literally anywhere between February and May. Who knows how, the way Disney drops these shows, there's like no rhyme or reason, it seems like. And then in May of 2026, this is when I have the actual Rey movie coming out. And I know that, again, this is supposed to start filming this summer. So this would give them just under 2 years and plenty of time to promote the new film. And again, this is supposed to be Rey building a Jedi Order. We'll see about that one. In December of 2026, this is when I actually have the Mando and Grogu movie. Now, there have been recent reports that Mando season 4 has basically been canceled. So here's what I think. If this movie drops in 2026, so we're over 2 years away from this thing, if it does really, really well, they will probably come back and do Mando season 4. But I think right now, I think that Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni are really focused in on this film because they know how important it is to Star Wars. And I just don't see this movie dropping next year. I just don't see how they could film it that quickly. And with all the editing and promoting, I just don't see it. And then finally, again, we don't really know the beginning half of 2027. And if you look back to really quick, I'm sure there may be one more thing in here because that's only 3 pieces of content. So there may be something else in here, like another animated show. Again, some people have been throwing around the rumors of a Asajj Ventress and Omega show, or something else that comes out after Rebels. So there's something going to be happening there. And we may get some teasers for that at the end of the Bad Batch season 3. But if we look at forward to December 2027, there isn't an untitled movie. This is probably the James Mangold one. He's the one who directed the most current Indiana Jones. And I think that is where his movie is slotted to be. Obviously, there'll be more throughout 2027. But as of right now, we don't really know anything else. All right, guys. So there is your most current timeline for Star Wars as far as Disney Plus shows and the feature films. So there are 3 films on there, and there's also a bunch of other content. The one thing I did not put on here was the Lando show / movie, whatever that's going to end up being. And again, that can be something that would be coming out probably more in 2027 if I had to take a guess on that one. All right, guys. Well, let me know down in the comments. What are you most excited for? How close do you think Disney will actually stick with this current timeline? Are you excited or not? I'm excited for The Acolyte. I think it's going to be good. I hope it's going to be good. We're just going to have to wait and see. So, all right, guys. Thanks for watching this video. Hit that like on the way out of here. Don't forget to keep those heads on. And I will see you guys in the next video.